All right. Well, here we are to cast a couple of games. Um, there was best of three between SS and Leader uh, as part of the tournament. It was a best of three. We'll replay the games and we'll go through them quickly, just to have them on YouTube and to be able to cast and see what happened. Um, there won't be any spoilers on this one, so I don't want to say who won and who lost just yet. We'll get into it right now and then we'll go from there. All right, let's use the capture age here. We have SS as Britons and Japanese as, sorry, Leader as Japanese. Leader in black and SS in teal. Japanese um, are basically a naval and an infantry civ. Um, so Britons should be very powerful against Japanese if they get a hold of them earlier in feudal age with some archers. Britons can do a lot of damage. Briton archers have one plus one range. So in feudal age, I think it's starting in castle age. I will double check that. I think, but they do get eventually in castle age an extra range, which is extremely beneficial. For feudal age, their archery ranges work 10% faster. That is, I think, a team bonus, and due to that, Britons are very good in massing archer numbers. They don't get thumb ring, but with archers, if you're microing it, normally you don't really need that because in a late game, you have the extra range, and in the early game, you can mass a lot of archers. To me, for the time I've played Britons, their power spike is very early castle age when you tack into crossbow and you go into bodkin and crossbow and you have a mass of archers. It's a very, very strong play. You must not lose your archers in feudal age to like scouts or skirms or something like that. You have to save that mass. If you're able to do damage and save your mass of archers as Britons, you can go into Castle Age very strong. And early Castle Age for Britons is very, very powerful. You can end the game in many cases if you play it right. That's been my experience. However, if the game goes late, Britons will have to tack into some sort of trash unit. Their stables have no bloodlines, so in that sense they're a bit weak. They don't get a hussar either. They get light cav. So their stable is lackluster. Their barracks is very good. You can get halberdier, you can get champion. So in either case, Britons is not a mobile civilization. So because you don't have the mobility that some other civs get, you can go as archers. Like it's a slow push civilization. You have to wall the sides maybe and push slowly through the middle as Britons. But if you can do that, it's a very strong civ in that sense. Looking at the maps here, Japanese have the side gold. The berries are on the side, pretty open in the front, so not really easily wallable. But still, maybe leader can wall this side, start his production buildings down towards the berries, and maybe even wall this side to give him the room to work, or even like it's a big wall here. But if he starts his production buildings like a barrack and a couple houses, blacksmith, he can cover this side and then just wall here. So that's also a good way to wall. Um, for SS, um, he's taking the deer next to his mill. Sorry, the boar. Um, you could do that. It's just that if you get rushed or something, or drushed or something, or will fighting, you're away from your town center, which is kind of risky. But in this case, obviously he's not expecting anything like that from leader, so he's comfortable to take that. Um, for SS, the um, gold is in the front, so that's gonna be tough. He has a neutral gold in the back, so maybe he'll start off with that gold, because the front gold as an archer save is kind of tough to defend. You have to really attack the other guy fast so that he doesn't come into your town. In any case, we'll see what happens. We'll go a bit faster here just to get things rolling. Shahnawaz is pushing the deer. Barracks are going up. Both players are going into feudal. I guess leader will be in there at that 9 minute and 50-second mark, maybe. You know, roughly around there. And SS more like a 10-minute mark, but not too far apart. I'll go back to normal speed because there's some action going on here. SS scouts came forward, and there's a drush coming in. A militia drush. I mean, Japanese infantry is good. So Stonewall's coming up on the wood line along with the gold. So SS protecting his two main resources that he needs for his archer play. His gold is in the front, so he didn't go for that. Very smart. He has to go for the gold that is safe in the back, and he stonewalled it. So, you know what? Unless you drop a tower or something like that, only then you can probably harass that area. Otherwise, nothing is getting in feudal age. So, a very smart play by SS. He's protecting his main resources, and he can play his feudal into castle age with that. His berry villagers going in. I hope he doesn't get the scout in. Gonna push away the scout, go back in. And SS is very close to castle age. So he's really not making any archers to Britain. He's simply going into castle age, and then he's gonna start building his military buildings. That's also a smart way to play. Some archers coming in now.